What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we're going to get weird and sexy with Alyssa Wong's Deadpool issue number 1. But before we jump into the world of fart jokes and assassination attempts and everything insane in the world of the X-Men, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. And because we managed to cross over 1,000 subs, let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan as we try to get 100 more subs before the end of 2022. And yeah, we're doing great, guys. 1,103? Hell yeah, 97 more before 2022 is over. So let's try and get that. Have some class and subscribe. Thus, without further ado, let's get funky with Deadpool issue number 1. Our story begins like any Deadpool story should, with Deadpool waking up only to find himself trapped in the hands of villainy. And thus we are met with Marvel's version of Poison Ivy, Harriet Bromes, aka the Harrio. Now Deadpool, being the courteous guy that he is, acquaints himself. But it turns out that the plant villain already knows who Wade Wilson is. In fact, she knows everything, particularly when it comes to Deadpool's healing powers. For Wade can regenerate so fast, his amputee limbs and excised organs can regrow within mere hours. Basically, to put it in perspective, the guy is unkillable, thus making Wade Wilson the perfect host for her sample of Cletus Cassidy's symbiote. That's right, folks. The Harrio during 2019's Absolute Carnage event managed to collect a sample of the Carnage symbiote. And it's here where she begins to dive into her villainous monologue, where she explains on how she believes that the symbiotes, being a genetically adaptive and augmentative species, hold the key to developing the perfect life form that will be capable of supplanting humans as Earth's dominant species. And with her powers of spellification, aka biofusion and biofission combined with a little bit of magic, Harrio can then tailor the symbiote offshoot into a stronger, obedient hybrid that will worship her instead of Null. However, the only problem that she's facing is that the symbiote offshoot is surprisingly difficult to work with. Every host that she's tested on, the Carnage sample murders its host, killing them instantly. So basically, she needs a host who can survive the process long enough for a new Carnage to hatch. So yeah, basically, think of the chest burster, but if the chest belonged to a person named Wade Wilson. And so in other words, Wade is basically about to give birth to a new hybrid form of Cletus Cassidy's Carnage. And yeah, that's pretty bad. But before we continue onward with everything that is terrible, let's rewind the clocks back 48 hours to how things really began. Thus, we pick up with Deadpool, who at the moment is receiving a contract to assassinate Dotto Otto Octavius, aka Doc Ock, and he only has 48 hours to complete the assignment, because right now, Deadpool wants to join the Atelier, invite-only secret society of elite assassins and mercenaries. In other words, he wants to be part of the popular kids table. But if he isn't successful, it will result in Deadpool being closed off from joining the group forever. Now, Wade is then met with Valentine Bong, a non-binary Asian mutant with needles for nails that implants a subconscious tracker into Deadpool's arm, if in case he needs anything, from the group like an update or whatever. However, unbeknownst to Valentine, Wade is immediately smitten by the member. Dude is in freaking love. Afterwards, we get front row seats to how the mind of Deadpool works, as he plans out his assassination approach. And what's cool about this is that Wade is straight up recreating the infamous Charlie Day finding Peep Sylvia meme from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know, that meme. And so once everything is all settled and figured out, Deadpool arrives at the rooftop of Doc Ock's lab. However, he's there early, and Doc Ock isn't home yet. And so right now, Deadpool's trying to kill some time, as he waits for Otto to return back. But while he is pondering about, that's when all of a sudden Deadpool gets impaled by the Harrio with a wild vine, to which she then releases a sedating toxin into the air, thus knocking Wade out cold. And right there, folks, is how we get back to the present, where Deadpool quickly realizes that he has spent an entire day unconscious. And when it comes to the time itself that he has left, he has but only 2 hours left to kill Dr. Octopus, which means he needs to get the heck out of there as fast as possible. And alas, beautiful people, that's exactly what happens. However, seeing that Deadpool only needs his head and torso in order to, give birth, the Harrio attacks Wade using her plant monsters. But luckily, the Merc with the mouth is able to avoid them from getting eaten. And after many panels of small talk and the occasional high-implied sexual joke here and there, Deadpool is able to escape like a boss. Eventually, while crossing rooftops, Wade's able to pinpoint Doc Ock's lab, and with his 2 swords, Deadpool crashes at the home of Dr. Octopus. But just before Deadpool can deliver the killing blow, that's when the claws of the symbiote offshoot tear open his stomach. And much to Doc Ock's intrigue, that's when the Hario shows up, feeling proud of her creation. Thus, she then lets everyone know that Carnage is coming. And that, folks, was the end of Deadpool issue number 1. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. So yeah, for me, I've always enjoyed Deadpool. I think he's a fun character, but by no means am I, a Deadpool fanatic. For me, it really depends on the person who's writing. Because with Deadpool being super cynical and, fourth wall breaking hilarious, sometimes a writer can get a bit too wonky and a bit, off course with the material that they're writing. For me, I would 100% dug Jerry Duggan's series, but the Scotty Young run, though I love Scotty Young, that was a bit too much for me. There was only so many times that I can laugh at a fart joke, and it's like, okay, can we get the plot moving forward here a bit? I mean, come on. But fortunately for this issue, Deadpool definitely delivers. Alyssa Wong brings a perfect balance of when to inject humor and when to progress the plot, while still providing the reader with Wade's current status quo along with his character mannerisms. And I'm now curious as to what's gonna happen next. Is Deadpool a dad now? Is this how Marvel brings back Cletus Cassidy via birth from Deadpool? Because if so, that's hilarious. Also, will we get the Spider-Man game dream where Doc Ock and Carnage meld together, becoming Dr. Carnage Ock? Whatever that boss fight was in the original PS1 game, that was super hard with the terrible camera angles. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, overall great stuff, and definitely count me in for Deadpool issue number 2. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 2? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.